G'day, mate. Welcome back to Captain Ministry with me, Ginny. Today we need to take care of a minor problem that's crept up upon us once again. It's the complete lack of diesel. Complete lack of diesel once again, because with me adding a couple of cargo ships and more cargo ships and then better modules for the cargo ships so they turn around faster, so they use diesel faster, along with a whole bunch of mega excavators with some mega trucks and making them drive all the way across the map multiple times to dump all the materials. We've sort of run into a small diesel problem. So today we need to take care of that, and at the same time I can't waste too much time because we're chewing through diesel as we talk. But as always, first off, I do need to thank today's YouTube member. Today's YouTube member is Boom, and nope, not that excavator, that excavator. Thank you, Boom, for choosing to support the channel. Thank you, Boom, for becoming a YouTube member and keeping us ad-free because nobody enjoys mid-rolls. With that out of the way, we need to sort this problem. This problem is going to be today's major problem. We have a scrap of diesel here and a scrap of diesel here. I've removed the loopback pipe for this, but we need to build a brand new oil build. Now, our brand new oil build is going to be linked into our existing oil pipe. It's also going to be preferencing is definitely going to be the right word, preferencing diesel. Our previous one did diesel, but it also did naphtha and did hydrogen, or did all sorts of things because we needed to do all sorts of things. Our new build is just going to be pushing out diesel. It's going to be pushing out diesel so hard that what we're actually going to do is plug it into a little balance that I've tucked in here. Yep, in there, and we're going to have that priority in for, well, that's a wonderful pipe. Priority in for diesel, because if this backs up on diesel, we're just going to have problems. At the same time, we need to start building it. Now, we've got a lot of things in common with our previous builds, but this one has a slight modification. First off, we need to cover some basics. So we have our standard 1, 2, 3. Well, that is distillation stage 1, 2, and 3, and we have 4 of these modules. Each one of these modules uses 54 crude oil apiece, which means the first 4 use 216 crude oil, and at the same time they produce, they produce a whole bunch of stuff. They produce 6 heavy oil. Hang on, let's bring up our calculator. 6 heavy oil multiplied by 4 of them, so we get 24 heavy oil out. We get 18 sour water out, multiplied by 4 of them, so we 2 sour water we have to deal with. We also get 36 diesel to start with, which is 144 diesel. That's a nice healthy amount. We also have to deal with 12 naphtha, 48 naphtha total, and 72 fuel gas. Okay, so with that out of the way, that's going to be the first part of our build. The second part of our build is this very important pipe here. This very important pipe is bringing over some of the naphtha, and exhausting it into the old oil build, because we're tying the new build to the old build. That way, if something goes wrong, it's going to go catastrophically wrong, and it's going to affect all our diesel all at the same time. I figured this is the best way to do things. That way, when mistakes happen, they're going to be catastrophic. One of the reasons we're doing that is we do already have this balancer. This balancer pulls out naphtha and runs it over to this pipe, which then wanders all the way around the map to both our rubber production and also our secondary plastic production, I guess you'd call it. Yes, I have a couple of boosts going because we need a couple of construction parts because we're about to burn through a whole heap of them, as always, and there's been no gap between the previous episode and this episode for me to restock. Okay, so we're going to kick out basically 12 naphtha of the... hang on. How much naphtha did we have? We had 12 multiplied by 4. We have 48 naphtha. We are going to process some of it on site, but not all of it. Next up, we have heavy oil cracking. Now, heavy oil cracking in the first build, I went heavy oil to naphtha because, like I said, we were kicking naphtha out. It also simplifies the process because I'm not prioritizing diesel, I'm prioritizing another product which I can also convert into diesel should I need to. Here, in this case, as I said, this build is going to be prioritizing diesel, so we're going to be cracking straight to diesel, which is going to give us another 24 double, 48 diesel, which is 144 plus 48. We're up to 192 diesel from our 216 crude oil. Yes, and I've just realized that pipe is not connected. That seems important. Okay, all right, so that's going to remove any heavy oil. I don't have to deal with any heavy oil. I will have to deal with more fuel gas. We'll get to the fuel gas in a second. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to deal with what naphtha is left. Like I said, I'm planning on kicking some of the naphtha out, but then I need to deal with whatever naphtha's left. We have 12 times 4, 48 naphtha in total, and I am planning on cracking 18 and 18, being 36. So I'm planning on cracking most of it into diesel, but I am also planning on kicking some of it out to the previous build. The reason we're kicking out to the previous build is not only because the previous build's feeding out to a main naphtha pipe, it's also because if the naphtha backs up, i.e. we're not using rubber, not that that's ever likely to happen, it actually has some extra cracking capacity already. Not quite enough, so I do need to build yet another new machine to have more cracking capacity as well. I also need to remove both those pipes because we don't need them. Alright, which then brings us on to this point. This point I have... Well, naphtha has been dealt with. That's the bottom pipe. I have fuel gas. I also have hydrogen. Now, I have a certain amount of fuel gas already. We have 18 fuel gas multiplied by 4 modules. Plus, we have 6, 6, 6, and 6. So I have another 24 fuel gas I need to deal with. I have a total of 96 fuel gas. Yes, 96 fuel gas. But the old build actually has... 132 fuel gas, and we are only converting 108 of it. So it has extra fuel gas. So I actually want to take the fuel gas out of here and bring it into this system, and take the hydrogen we're going to make out of this one and bring it back to this one. Like I said, we're tying everything together. So fuel gas we need to talk about really quickly. Fuel gas comes down this pipe and then goes through this balancer. This balancer prioritizes it into our hydrogen cracking to make sure we have all the hydrogen we might need, then runs the extra fuel gas out to this pipe. This pipe takes it to the left and to the right. To the right, which is not the priority, it occasionally comes up here and gets burnt off in a boiler. We're not going to be doing that anymore. So I need to disconnect that pipe. When it goes off to the right, it goes to... Come on. Sure, we'll delete that way instead. And I also need to delete that. When it goes... we'll come back for that. When it goes to the right, it heads all the way down here. And then into this little skinny pipe. This little skinny pipe takes it all the way over here to this little tank, which we have an alert on to say when it's empty, because I want to swap this guy and this guy over to doing hydrogen as well. We can use hydrogen or fuel gas. In theory, using fuel gas is a tiny bit more efficient, because for me to get hydrogen, the best way for me to get hydrogen is convert fuel gas to hydrogen, but that costs some amount of energy, which ideally you don't want to do, so you would just burn the fuel gas. But in our case, we are going to be taking our fuel gas pipe and bringing this up to height 3. Yep, we want maximum height. And then I need to tag it in to... it's the bottom balancer. Okay, I need to tag it into this balancer. Okay, and the plan is we're going to take the extra fuel gas out of this build and we're going to plumb it into this build. It does mean that if the fuel gas backs up in the first build, we may have problems. It shouldn't back up, ever, because we've actually got too much cracking set up right here to deal with fuel gas. I got to double check my maths. I have 18 fuel gas, yep, plus 24 gives me 96, plus I have a little bit of spare from over there, and we are converting 36 times 4, we're converting 144. So I should never, ever end up in a situation... Oh my god, that's the wrong connection. Okay, thankfully no gas has got to this end of the pipe yet. Cool, because that is definitely the wrong connection. This pipe into that balancer. Ooh, that could have been bad. All right, yeah, you don't want to put oh look, just remove it. Yeah, you don't want to put fuel gas into your hydrogen pipe. All right, so that'll bring our fuel gas over here, which we will convert into hydrogen. Now, it does mean my hydrogen I need to take back into this system. Now, as for our hydrogen, currently, hydrogen is being cracked in these three machines, coming into here, going to this balancer. Once it gets to this balancer, it goes to the right first, and that pushes it into our cracking, which is sort of important. Then it pops into this balancer, which puts it into this tank. The tank is pretty important because it's running into quartz, which means that's the priority out. And then anything left over flows into this pipe. This pipe takes it all the way over here and runs it over to a couple of boilers just to, dispose of it, also because we need steam to make the whole system work. So what I want to do is, first thing is, I want to remove that pipe from about there to there. Remove. Come on, remove quicker. I want to plug it into that one. I want to plug it into that one. And then I want to bring this pipe and plug that in there. Okay, so that's our new hydrogen that is going to go off to right first to go to the cement maker, and then left second to go off to, well, do the things it was doing on the left. Is that pipe empty? It is. Good. We're going to remove that whole pipe. Cool. All right. Now I need to grab my extra hydrogen out of this system. Extra hydrogen out of this system is going to have to come. Come on. You can do it. You can go to ground level to there. And then up and over. Over. Sure. If... Oh my gosh. No. Alright, just come that far. Alright, hydrogen I want to actually plug into this pipe. No, that's the pipe that goes over there. I want to plug into this balancer. Alright, so we're going to start from the balancer and work our way backward if the pipe's going to be a stubborn pain in the ass. Can we... Oh, so many connections. So many things that we have to go over and under. That'll do me. That'll do me even better. You don't want to go... Oh. Done. Perfect. That'll do me. You are a priority. Okay, so we need to go priority out, back into your own system, so you can do your own cracking. And then the rest of it can come this way and go into this pipe, which goes into this balancer, which is a in. Perfect. All right, so that should get the rest of the hydrogen, the bonus hydrogen, out of this system and run it back into there. Last thing we need to talk about is, of course, the sour water. The sour water we need to run into your standard run-of-the-mill waste not, want not system, which has already been all the way built out. We've been through a few of these before. It's basically more sour water cracking because, well, sour water. We always end up with more sour water. As for this part of the build, we have two things we need to plug in. One, we need some recipes, it turns out, which is going to be that one. Okay, first thing is this pipe I want to plug into. No, I want to run it this way first. Please, game, please. And then I want to run into. Please. Thank you. Into that pipe. That's where we're running our fertilizer already, so we're just going to tie into the existing fertilizer build. We're going to toggle direction on you, and remove you. Because the next thing I need to do is I need to get limestone out of here, which I'm pretty sure... Yep, I can bring out right there and bring over... to here, let's say, and plug that in there. Okay, that's going to bring over our limestone, and then of course any extra sulfur, because there's always extra sulfur, we need to bring back across, and there, I guess, and then bring it under and tag it in. That's where you want to go? Okay, that's where you want to go. And tag it into that sulfur belt. Alright, so with that done, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Okay, you are going to do that recipe, that recipe. Everybody's good. They've got all got their recipes. Excellent. Okay, so we need to get that built. All right, after that's done, the last thing we need to do is we obviously need to apply some steam, because steam is the main thing that makes oil builds run. So to do that, we have a couple of boilers here already that are running, well, steam potentially to run the existing build. As for our steam needs, we should talk about that really quickly, because we need 9 plus 6 plus 3, being a total of 18 per module, and I now have 8 modules, so we need 144 steam. Actually, let's do them in one half at a time. So we need 72 steam. Plus we need, for hydrogen up here, I need 3 steam, multiplied by 3 of them, so I need another 9 steam. 9, not 96 steam. And then I have sour water stripping, which needs 6, 12, 24 steam. So plus 24, which means I need 105 steam to run the first build. Yep. The bottom build, the second build, it needs the same 18 times 4 for the first 4 modules, but when it comes to hydrogen, we now have 4 of these guys using 3 apiece, so it means we need 12, plus we have 2 sour water strippers using 6 apiece, which means I need another 12, which means we're up to 96, plus the 105 from the first build, means I need a total of 201 steam, which is a lot. Also means I need 201 water, which is a lot. Now, as for my water supply currently, we need to talk about that real quickly. So, water comes in via, this is the primary pipe, I guess. This is coming from, well, our power plants. Our power plants that have excess water. With the nuclear power plants just still dumping water in the sea, we should probably fix that, but it's on the list of things to do. It's coming to this balancer. So we have a priority in from this being the sour water stripper from the top double build, and then the sour water stripper from the bottom build all come in here. Okay, after it goes through that balancer, it then goes to this balancer. This balancer brings in the priority in from that one. Yep, priority in from that one, and then comes off this pipe. This pipe comes all the way back to, well, our original desal plant that we set up a very, very long time ago that's still running on coal. If I don't have to run that plant, I don't want to run that plant. So we want to attempt to get more water via any way we possibly can, so I don't have to run that plant. Okay, I'm going to remove those, and squeeze that pipe over there, so I have a bit more room. We're going to have a giant lightning storm. I want to run the slag belts out of the way as well. Can I just do another little cut? The little cuts are faster to remove than the big cuts. So you'll notice when I remember, when I know belts are going to be incredibly slow to remove, I'll do lots of little cuts rather than a big cut. Like that. That'll work for me. Okay, so that moves the slag out of the way. Next is ethanol. Ethanol we're currently not using because we've swapped things over to naphtha. But it does not mean that we won't continue using in the future. So I've already got the pipe laid in. I want to keep the infrastructure there rather than remove the infrastructure, at least until we know we do not connect to that. At least until we know we're definitely not going to use it. Please don't. Come to here, go over a tile, and then plug into, that is the ethanol pipe. It is cool. We will build that one as well. We'll also remove that one. And that should just leave my hydrogen pipe, which we're also going to remove because I want more space, because we need more boilers. Because although I have 3 boilers here, I have 3 running on coal, and then I have 2 gas boilers. One was running on hydrogen, and the other one was running on, well, fuel gas. We don't have the fuel gas one anymore because we're now converting every bit of fuel gas we have into hydrogen. What I do have is I have a mess that we need to remove and rebuild. Go away. Okay, truck cannot reach destination. What destination? Because it means I need to turn something off. Cannot reach the hydrogen tank. No, we built that in. Great. Next. You have water. Where are you trying to take the water? Please don't bring the water there. Okay. Not enough workers. Yeah, we know about that. Not enough coal. We know about that. Low supply of diesel. We know about that. Retaining walls may collapse. Yeah, we know about that too. In fact, we're probably under... Well, actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a wall there that's not there anymore. I don't see trash yet. But, yeah, we're definitely removing retaining walls the hard way. Actually, you know what? We'll just... remove all those. And then probably watch the sand crumble down on some of these walls, and then they're going to say they're going to fall apart as well, right? That's generally how it works. Come on. Come on. Cargo ship out of fuel. Yeah, see? That's what I said. Ooh, poor excavator. It's fine. He sort of survived. Alright. Let's just remove all of that then. Okay. Truck cannot reach which destination now? Where are you trying to take water now? That tank has been in there for like 100 years at this stage. Don't try and bring things to... Okay. Cargo ship low on fuel. That is coal imports. Yeah, we need to fix that sort of straight away. All right. So, steam. First off, when it comes to steam, we are bringing steam into this balancer. This balancer is prioritizing in from, well, my gas boilers. I say gas boilers, knowing full well that they were both boiling a liquid. But, you know, they're called gas boilers. Can I just beat that pipe back a few tiles? Yeah, beat it back. We're going to bring that pipe over to there. We're going to plug you into there. We're going to grab our hydrogen pipe, raise you up to height 1, and bring you over the top for just now. Yes. Okay, so you are prioritizing that way. On top of that, you have a certain amount of steam already. I need to get the system up and running, because as soon as it's up and running, we're going to actually have some amount of diesel. So what I need to do is get this pipe over into this build, and it's the bottom pipe. Come on, you go there, and then you plug in there. Okay, which means you need to toggle direction. It means you need to toggle direction, toggle, and you need to toggle, and everybody else should hopefully be going the right direction. You are, and with that steam pipe added, in theory, we can have the build turn on. Obviously, I don't have nearly enough steam. I've only got 3 boilers that'll do 150 steam total, and we needed like 200 and something. Yeah, so we have a few problems we need to sort. All right, few problems we need to sort. First thing we're going to be doing is doubling these guys up. We're also going to plug in their steam, because now I potentially, it's not a guaranteed, potentially have a decent amount of hydrogen left over we can burn. Can I plug that there, please? Cool. All right, so water pipes first. We'll plug in water pipe there and a water pipe there. Hydrogen we're going to plug in here, and we're going to plug in here, and here, and here. Cool. With that done, let's just uni-build the whole lot and paste that recipe across all of them. And then we need to talk about hydrogen. Hydrogen is a very, very special item when you put it in a boiler, because rather than getting out exhaust or carbon dioxide, you get out depleted steam. Depleted steam is this wonderful thing, awesome thing, that if you take depleted steam and you put it in... wrong thing, one of these things, a thermal desalinator, you can put in depleted steam, 12 of, which is exactly how much you guys output, and you can get 15 water, which then offsets my water costs. So that's going to be the very first thing we're going to do. We have 4 boilers set up. I don't know whether I can actually run 4 boilers, but that seems entirely besides the point. We're going to run 4... Ooh, yep, 4 thermal desalinators. Now, I need to do a couple of things here. First off, I need to confirm, where is my water pipe? That is not it. That's my water pipe. Technically, I can use the other one as well. Yeah, technically, I can use this one. All right, we're going to be plugging into this water pipe. And we're going to do that with... Do I need a balancer? No, not really. Okay, we're going to be plugging in... Hang on, you do 15 steam, which is 30, which is 60. Okay, we can use the skinny pipes because that'll save us construction parts. We're going to go 1, 2, plus 3, oh. No. Let's get the clean water done first. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be step number 1. Step number 2 is the brine. The brine I'll have to deal with, and we're going to bring that out to left. Now, in saying that, the brine is 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, which means it's so little that I'm pretty sure if I just left the pipe just exposed to the atmosphere, it's so little liquid that it would probably evaporate before anybody noticed that it had sprung a leak. Unfortunately, the game doesn't give me that option. Otherwise, that's probably what I do with everything, including toxic slurry. As for the other end of these guys, they're going to need to have depleted steam come in, which comes from all 3 of these. Again, it's 48, so we can just run a little pipe. Yeah, I should be able to attach to that from the other one. Cool. And I'm going to bring you down to height 1 and 3 tiles. 3 tiles, yes. Nope, not 3 tiles enough. 3 tiles. Run you there to the end, and then we're just gonna tag that into there. Cool. And then we can tag that into there, and then I can tag that into there, and then across to that one, and then from there to there, and there to there. Cool. Yep. I've done a few pipe laying in my captive industry career. All right. Lastly, it leaves the seawater. Seawater is going to require a seawater pump. The biggest problem we're going to have is you output how much? 120 seawater, and we need 6, 12, 24. I know this pipe here has a whole bunch of spare seawater on it because that's how it's set up. Do I really want to pipe that across? Actually, let's try it out. Okay, so seawater here. If I take off there, okay, that's awkward at that spot, but actually, hang on. Skinny pipe. Can I come off here? Height 3. Yeah, no. Let's go to height 2. And then I'm going to run right across these guys, because this is one plane that I don't end up using when I set up these pumps in the future. We have a diesel pipe that I probably should actually plug into the main diesel system rather than having a truck deliver to put it in that tank to then take it to that ship. But you know, it's on the list of things to do. There's always more things to do in captive industry, and there is only so many things I can get done in an episode, and there's also things that I completely forget about, like obviously that tank. Can I just come on? Actually, do I want to run that high, or do I want to just run around the outside? No, let's run it high because I do not want to block truck access. You never know when you're going to need the trucks to do something. Can we? Oh, that's what I need to turn on. Yep. 1, 2. Yep. And that tile. 3 and 4. Yeah, I just don't want to run a pump because that's going to cost me power and people and maintenance and stuff. I'd prefer if I could just tag off an existing system. We'll do exactly that. All right. That still leaves our brine. Brine is pretty easy. That just goes in the sea. I could link that up to an existing one, but honestly, at the end of the day, actually, at the end of the day, if I put you there, can I put a bridge over you? Bridge over a dump? No. If I put a bigger bridge down, there's a bigger bridge works. Okay. These are the important questions you need to ask sometimes. We'll just put you right out the front, and we will just accept that you're gonna stick right out to sea, and we're gonna get that little build done with all your little. Let me guess. I don't have construction part 1s. Yep. Of all the things to not have. Alright, we're going to not boost you guys. We're going to pause that belt, and I'm going to pause that belt, and 60. And you guys are making how much? 48 apiece. So you tell me all the time I've had you boosted has done nothing for me because you guys couldn't output. Awesome, good to know. 48, 48. Yeah, just the last two belt segments. You run at 200, you run at 200. Cool. So I could get it into the next level fast enough. I just couldn't get it through the machines fast enough. Yep. All right. Where were we? We were going to build this. Can I get that done? That done. That done. That done. I think that's every... Oh, nope. 99 parts. See, if there was an upgrade button to upgrade it to tier 2, I'd be set. Alright, 70 parts, 80 parts, 90 parts, 100 parts, done. Alright, with that done, you guys already have steam. You are waiting on your seawater, and then you can fire off. I don't actually think I can run all three of these machines, all four of these machines rather, because they need 48 hydrogen each, and we don't actually have that much spare. But the idea is that I don't want the system to back up. That's pretty much the biggest thing when it comes to this. I can't let the system back up. It is currently not running because no steam. No steam. What's the story with our steam? That's an in-pipe. That would be an issue. Okay. It's now an out-pipe. At the same time, coal... That's a 60 bucks. That's a 60 bucks. Okay. That's not going to keep up. Definitely not. And we're running 18. Yeah, a 60 belt would just keep up. We're going to upgrade you anyway. Alright, so you guys are waiting on seawater still. Okay, it's trundling along. Check the windows. That window. That window. Yeah, it's going to be here in a second. Okay, and steam is now running, which means hopefully, yeah, I saw some spark of life. Yeah, we do not have enough steam in the system yet. I don't even know if... Well, I'm pretty sure we got enough water. We need 200. So I'd need to have 3 of these going and at least 1 of those. I have at least enough hydrogen when everything's running to run at least 1, if not 2. How much hydrogen do we make? We make... So the new system... only needs... Makes 120 fuel gas, and we only need... No. It makes 120, and we need 48 hydrogen. Yeah, 12 times 4 is 48. So that should give us like 60 hydrogen left over. And we're actually converting here 144, because we're taking some fuel gas from here and bringing it here as well. So we should have plenty. Should. To get everything up and running. But it's going to require the system to actually... Oh my gosh, everything's firing at once. Okay, that should be fine. Alright, into here, you are definitely priority set for the left-hand diesel build. Alright, that's one thing I want to check on. Next thing I want to check on was this. No, it's still running. I want to turn off Uni Boost on those and unpause that belt, so at least we can start upgrading from parts 1 to parts 2. We also have not enough workers problem, which means we're not making any sand currently. Awesome. Our population's also maxed out, and there's not a lot I can do about that. I have the next housing placed, but I can't get my magic, give me 1 uni point thingamajiggy bob placed just yet, because we need to dump more trash in the sea. As soon as we get 2 tiles worth of trash dumped in the sea, I will be perfectly happy, and then we should be good to go. What else do we need to do? And then, well, actually, I can pause that and quick deliver that at least. At least that is built. What else do we have to do? Oh, and we have a problem with coal for a number of reasons. One of them being that, well, we haven't been trading for it. That's probably going to be the main reason. We haven't been trading for it because I had no diesel. So the ships were not leaving when they're meant to. But it does mean I can probably upgrade that pipe now. Now the build's up and running. You should be getting diesel. You are. And you are paused. You only have a dredge of diesel in you and full output. Full output, full on fuel gas. Fuel gas goes into here. Here. Which takes in extra fuel gas. Which we convert to hydrogen, which the pipe is going the wrong direction. Okay, with the pipe fixed, you are going to prioritize back into the cracking side of the build. Alright, that should fix that problem. Sour water strippers need sour water. That's a good sign. You guys look like you have your 2 inputs. There's definitely sulfur going that way, so I think that works too. Oh, you're full of nitrogen. That's why you're not running. Okay. Not enough coal, not enough construction parts. We have too many veggies, low supply of coal, we know. Construction parts and diesel. But there's actual diesel in the bucket now, so that's better than it was 5 minutes ago. Okay, you have too much. Okay, so we're still waiting to dispose of some fuel gas. But that looks like they're running. And now we actually have this running properly. Hang on. No, we should be over under the pipe limit. That runs into there, that runs into there. That is hydrogen going that way into that balancer, which has already filled up everything to the left. And on the right, it's coming over these guys. You guys seem to be running fine. And you guys should be producing water occasionally, which we should be dumping into this pipe, which is not full, which is the best way to dump water into a pipe. Make sure it's not full beforehand, and we should be running with steam. Almost. Oh, that's fuel gas. No, you managed to get rid of your fuel gas. That's naphtha getting kicked out, which is prioritized, not prioritized. I want to prioritize you to go this way first. Yes, I want to make sure these two have their full allocation of naphtha first, and then everything else can go that way into that build. Yeah? Yeah, because this can only crack so much. Yeah, okay. Has a low supply of brine. That's generally a bad... Oh. We'll just make the pipe bigger. The pipe bigger, you can fit more in it. If you can fit more in it, then you get a higher preference when it comes to one of these connectors. It's just how it works. Okay, low supply of diesel. We have 16, just coming up with 1700. I think that's working. Like, all things considered, that looks to be working really, really well already. Everything seems to be firing. We have smoke coming off everywhere. You're spinning, you're spinning, you're spinning, you're spinning. You guys are not spinning. You're naphtha processing. Yeah, I'm not expecting you guys to spin all the time because we are kicking out a lot of naphtha to the other system. You don't have smoke. You now got smoke. You couldn't kick out your diesel fast enough. Okay. We have too much diesel in the pipe. Well, good news is we have too much diesel in the pipe. That is a first world problem to have. Yeah, we're making diesel faster. We're going to actually move it down the pipe, which is good. It also means you're up to 2,000. Great. So, and you're out of fuel gas. Perfect. All right, with you being out of fuel gas, we can now remove that bucket. Because I don't actually need a bucket there. I put a bucket in there because we were modifying oil builds. And I'm like, we'll store out some up so it doesn't turn off. But what I'd actually prefer to do is just keep a whole bunch of hydrogen in the pipe, which we can do. We're going to bring that to there and then into there. We're going to uni that. And you guys are going to swap over to hydrogen pretty much straight away. Like so. Perfect. All right, so you guys are now running on hydrogen because you don't actually care which you use. We have nowhere near enough workers. We have too many veggies. Which means we actually have too much fruit. And making that belt, well, it can't go any faster, so it's probably not going to help me. And can I get a... We have housing, we have the square with a column, we have the fountain, we have the square dark. I guess we're going to have a square light. We're also going to want to fill in that around the corner so trucks can actually path around. And it means quick deliver you and unpause you, because that'll keep my 1 unity bonus for having, you know, the what is it, decorations? Settlement quality. Oh, 1.01. That's impressive. That's impressive because the max limit is 1. But with another housing up and running, we can fix our 42 workers needed problem. And yes, we can dump around the corner and have access to there. I need to dump even more crap in the sea to have more housing. It also means with those modifications done and us actually having diesel again, I can come to here and I can mark you to landfill that area, and I can mark you to landfill that area. Which hopefully means, yep, they fired up to action straight away. Alright, it means we can now fill in this area, which means hopefully in the next episode, we'd actually do something about farming. Or gold smelting. Or farming. Or gold smelting. Or one of the two. Yeah, we definitely have some things we need to look at. And... oh, you guys are starting going sideways now. Can you just finish digging through the island first? Or through this little section first? And then you can go deeper? Yeah. Yes, it means next episode, farming. Probably food, actually. Food's been bothering me for a long time. We have all sorts of bonuses, shortages, all sorts of things. Plus, we've dug out a whole bunch of the mountain and stuff. And hopefully we have coal. I have a lot of excavators, not a lot. Oh, because they're all full of rock. Yes, yes. Yes, there's a whole mass exodus coming across the map. All right. But yes, it does mean I'm going to leave this episode here. Where are we? Holy crap, that is mostly full already. All right. Yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. We should fix our diesel problem for, I don't know, another 3 episodes or so. It's what it always seems to be. I seem to have everything under control. And then in the not too distant future, it's not under control because I've used too much diesel or too much of this or too much of that. And we've got to go back and yell at another system. I would like to put in my smart diesel system, but it's not quite ready. It's not quite ready. Future video, we will be doing a smart diesel. We will probably be ripping up all of this in the future and replacing it with a smart oil. Smart oil, it's probably more accurate because it doesn't do just diesel. Oh, also, and I have no idea how much crude oil we're actually going to be using. You should probably check that. Crude. Well, 432 is exactly the max amount we should be able to use, but I don't know how much we're importing. Production last year. Well, 29. 2925 divided by 12 months is 243.75, which means in theory this is not fast enough to keep up anymore. We may need to actually go to the world map and turn back on a oil rig, or we can mine the oil on the island because we have the secondary node, or oil rig, or I don't know. Actually, I really don't know. Maybe we can set up another contract. We potentially have spare ones, right? No, not really. Maybe there was an interruption service. I don't know. Actually, you're full right now. And the boat just left. Yeah, there's a possibility maybe we can set up another contract. Where we put it is another question. But I need to leave this episode here. So, as always, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Now, oil is solved. Oil is solved, at least for right now. Alright, that's it. We're out. See you next one. Bye.